Myron and all of his success that he's had in LA, and just really excited to see what he's going to continue to do. He was a dynamic guy at Notre Dame, really fun to be in the locker room with. You kind of saw the emotions he plays with there, and then he's continued that in the NFL and had a heck of a young career, and he's going to keep doing that for sure.
When I was in Mobile, I think Richard used the phrase "work works." Can you discuss what that means to you in your process?
Yeah, I mean, when you put in the hard work, normally good things happen and come from it, right? It's hard to get stuff without putting in the work for it. And so, that's this kind of mindset, you got to put in the work, and eventually if you just keep, every day coming to work, with your hard hat on and doing the right things, like there's going to be some goodness that comes out of that.
Jack, can you talk about your Senior Bowl week and what that experience was like?
Yeah, it was a quick turnaround from the national championship to go to the Senior Bowl, but just get the opportunity to go out there and compete and be around like the best in college football. It was really certainly a special opportunity, and to go out there and have a really good week and prove that you belong and you can be there and hold your own. It was I was really glad I had the opportunity and be able to show people what I could do.
Were there any guys on offense or defense that stood out to you?
You go across the board, and it's like there's a lot of dudes here, and it was just cool being a part of all of that.
Jack, pass defense is an often overlooked trait for linebackers. You had some great reps in Mobile in the one-on-ones. Talk a little bit about your pass coverage and why you think that's important for your game.
Yeah, if you look at the game of football, it just feels like everything's being more and more spread out. Just a lot more on the perimeter, and you got to become, a lot more detailed and focus on the technique that you play with in coverage, right? So when you're man-to-man, know your leverage, have good footwork. Like you can't not be efficient in that aspect. Otherwise, you'll get burned. There's so many good athletes, so many good, just dynamic players on the offense that you have to be in great shape in the pass game for sure.
When you look at film leading into the week, what are some traits you're looking for in receivers or running backs you might have to cover?
Yeah, it's all about knowing the personnel you're going to go up against, right? Is this a scat back? Is this someone who's going to try to take up space, or is he going to try to make a move, or is he going to try to run through you, right? Because that creates a different mentality of how you're going to go up against someone, right? Is this someone that's really good with their hands and block destruction? Like he can, if I try to jam him, he's going to be able to get off. Or is this someone I have to be physical with and get up there, and that's a good way to disrupt them. You just got to know your personnel and know how to attack them, what their weaknesses are for sure.
Jack, who do you think should be on the cover of CFP 26?
CFP 26. I'm a huge Jeremiah Love fan. You look at some of his highlights this year with the hurdles and all that. Like, I think he'd be an excellent candidate to go on that cover.
Have you met with the Raiders?
At the Senior Bowl in here, like, been able to meet with almost every team, and so just trying to feel out what everybody likes, what I can do for them, and just trying to put my best foot forward every time.
What stands out to you about the Raiders? High motor guys like Robert Spillane, the linebacker, Max Crosby.
Yeah, you look at they got first off, I think it's a lot of really great guys in that locker room. Thomas Harper is a Notre Dame guy that is there now. But you just look at, again, the high motor, right? The never quit mentality that they have and the grittiness that they have to them. So certainly a very interesting and unique and fun defense in that regard.
What's the craziest question you've been asked in any of your interviews?
Nothing really that crazy. I think it was like my guilty pleasure food.
And what was it?
But nothing too crazy.
What was your guilty pleasure food?
I said, like cookie dough ice cream. So it's
Jack,
good.
you've spent your entire career in Indiana. What does it mean to have the opportunity to come here and compete at this level in your home state?
Yeah, it's really cool. We had interviews in Lucas Oil Stadium, and it's funny because I've played in Lucas Oil Stadium 3 times now, and so it feels like home, right? I've been in Indiana my entire career, and kind of have such a huge step going into the next phase of my journey and my career to be in Indianapolis. It's really special.
I realize when you played out college football, taking stage, do you ever take time to sort of reflect on what is starting from Royal Center?
Yeah, especially this past season, knowing that was kind of be the last, in college, I took a lot of time to reflect of, where I've been, my high school days, but also the journey from, showing up as a early enrollee in South Bend to where I've become. It's been a really special ride, and certainly this last season, going on a national championship run, it was really special, and to kind of take that all back in, it's like, wow, look how far we've come.
You think you might be the